Okay, there have been enough questions about this problem here that I wanted to create a quick video. I've done a bit of the footwork and you can see the answers already in there besides a line and the Excel spreadsheet I started, but let's go through this here. So to guide through it, like I entered the data here to save some time, right? And in this version of Excel, go to Insert, choose that XY scatter chart. Then when you click on these, which by the way most questions weren't about how to get the trend line, but I figured might as well add that in here too. Okay, so I right click and I hit add trend line, and then display the equation and the r squared value. That's a bit small there, but that r squared is almost 1, right? It's 0.9934. That means that this data is very close to being linear, okay, fitting a linear model. So in the directions, it does say round the coefficients to 2 decimal places, so that's why I put the 1.62 and the 16.13, okay, for my regression line. Again, most questions were not regarding that. Most questions also were not regarding how to plot the data. But while I plot this line, so it says show a plot of the points together with a regression line. I found a couple of tricks that maybe will be helpful. So first off, when you do the line, be sure you choose this line with double arrows, not array or not a segment. Okay, we're graphing a line. But before that, use 2 points. Okay, we need these points based off of that regression line. So 1.62a plus 16.13. Well, the y-intercept is always a great one, right? And it's really hard to get 16.13 when you put this point here. So what I do is I just throw a point, and I come over here and I edit it, 0, 16.13. Right, that is my y-intercept. For the second point, I found it easiest just to do like choose a as 10, because then I just move the decimal place once, right? You could also jump back and use Excel. I mean, we could create a whole table of a and p of a values if we want. 1, 2, I mean, whatever values you want. I could drag this all the way down to 10, or all the way up to 52, as this problem has. And then over here, just tell it to do 1.62 multiplied by whatever this is, right? That's my a value, plus 16.13. And then if I drag this down, it should autofill. The more complex these get, you do need to remember, like your dollar signs that tell it to stay in row A. But notice this went down to A24, it used that value, right? This one is using A32, which is this value. So I need to graph the point 10, 32.33. And if you visualize the math, right, 1.62 times 10 would be 16.2, and then plus 16.13 is 32.33. So let's go and graph that point. Again, I know I'm not going to get that exact, so I'll just change it here. Okay, so that's good to go. Pick this line, go through these points, the 2 points that we just did, and it seems to like shift it. So I don't know that you need those other 2 points that I put in there. See 0.17, right? I may have done a little bit of unnecessary work, but I've shown how you could edit those. So it moved it. That's not okay. Oh, and in fact, I messed up. Let's just delete these, right? My bad. Let's see, point. I didn't even choose the line. got ahead of myself. So 10, 32.33. Okay. I apologize. Okay, select my line. There we go. And now go through those 2 points. But see, it still looked like it shifted it some. So I just go back and look. Alright, that looks good. Line 2. See, those went off a bit too, so 32.33. Okay, I just verified that. I'm not sure if it holds the value since we clicked on those 2 points and it just rounded. I don't know. I changed those just in case. Okay, but then after I did that and I submitted, all these answers were correct. Okay, so this very last value here, we're interpreting the slope, right? So it's increasing because the rise over run, the 1.62 is positive, and the 1,000,000 tons of soybeans per 1,000,000 acres of cultivated land was directly in that data there. Alrighty, hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions.